Well, guys, Tucker Carlson has finally broken his silence and responded to Fox News as well as the Fox leadership that ended up firing him just a few days ago. A lot of people were waiting to see what is Tucker Carlson's next move going to be? What's he going to say? What's going to end up happening? And we finally got that. He actually just recently posted a 2-minute clip on his Twitter account. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
Good evening. It's Tucker Carlson. One of the first things you realize when you step outside the noise for a few days is how many genuinely nice people there are in this country. Kind and decent people, people who really care about what's true, and a bunch of hilarious people also, a lot of those. It's got to be the majority of the population, even now. So that's heartening. The other thing you notice when you take a little time off is how unbelievably stupid most of the debates you see on television are. They're completely irrelevant. They mean nothing. In 5 years, we won't even remember that we had them. Trust me, as someone who's participated. And yet at the same time, and this is the amazing thing, the undeniably big topics, the ones that will define our future, get virtually no discussion at all. War, civil liberties, emerging science, demographic change, corporate power, natural resources. When was the last time you heard a legitimate debate about any of those issues? It's been a long time. Debates like that are not permitted in American media. Both political parties and their donors have reached consensus on what benefits them, and they actively collude to shut down any conversation about it. Suddenly, the United States looks very much like a one-party state. That's a depressing realization, but it's not permanent. Our current orthodoxies won't last. They're brain dead. Nobody actually believes them. Hardly anyone's life is improved by them. This moment is too inherently ridiculous to continue, and so it won't. The people in charge know this. That's why they're hysterical and aggressive. They're afraid. They've given up persuasion. They're resorting to force. But it won't work. When honest people say what's true, calmly and without embarrassment, they become powerful. At the same time, the liars who've been trying to silence them shrink, and they become weaker. That's the iron law of the universe. True things prevail. Where can you still find Americans saying true things? There aren't many places left, but there are some, and that's enough. As long as you can hear the words, there is hope. See you soon.
Okay, so funny enough, Tucker Carlson posted this clip, and he actually posted it right at that 8 o'clock p.m. time slot that he normally would do his show on Fox News. So it's just kind of funny. He decided to post it right at the exact same time that he would normally go live on Fox News, I guess probably to prove a point or to just kind of show like how much pull and how popular he is, which make no mistake about it, folks. Tucker Carlson is one of the most popular media personalities on the entire planet. He was absolutely the number one biggest television star on camera with Fox News, and it's definitely going to be a huge loss for them. There's already a bunch of popular people on Twitter and stats and newspapers and articles out there that are already reporting that Fox News has lost a ton of viewers and that their views have dropped ever since they let go of Tucker Carlson. Now, one thing that we do know is that Fox News obviously knew that. They're not dumb. They're smart. They know for a fact that they're going to lose viewership over this, and we're not exactly entirely sure what exactly happened, why exactly they got rid of Tucker Carlson. But one thing that we can say is that it's definitely going to have an impact on the future of media. And I'm going to explain to you guys why. Because in my personal opinion, I actually think that Fox News letting go of Tucker Carlson was actually a blessing in the skies. I really believe this. I actually think that Tucker Carlson is going to make a lot more money and become even more popular when he's able to do his own independent media. Because I know Fox News is typically a little bit better in terms of allowing their media personalities and television people to say what they want to say better than other TV networks. However, you have to keep in mind that these are still television networks and they are still beholden to their advertisers. So there's still only so much that they can say. And we pretty much saw this on full display already because Tucker Carlson literally got let go because of, you know, we all know. I mean, we don't know for sure, but we pretty much have an idea, right? And everything that people are saying and everybody's frustrations with these big media networks is kind of coming to pass. I mean, we just saw Don Lemon get fired. Now we saw Tucker Carlson get let go. And now Tucker Carlson is starting his own thing. Well, actually, we really don't know what he's doing, right? We really don't know. But, you know, he kind of hinted at a few things. So I just wanted to read some key points here. One of the things that Tucker Carlson said is he hinted at an establishment making decisions on what is covered in the media, something that we actively talk about all the time in different spaces. One of the biggest problems with mainstream media is that the establishment makes decisions on what is covered. That is one of the biggest cons of working for a gigantic media conglomerate, is that they tell you what you can talk about, how you can say it, how much time you have. And this is another thing that a lot of you guys probably don't know about news networks, but they give you like these super big issues that take a very long time to break down. These very complex issues that will take like 20, 30 minutes to break down, but they only give you like 2 to 3 minutes to actually break it down, which nobody has enough time to actually go into the details of how they feel regarding certain complex issues. And that's one of the main problems with mainstream media. Another thing that he said is that most debates on TV mean nothing and that big topics get no discussion at all, highlighting corporate power, among other examples. He also blames both political parties and their donors reaching consensus on what benefits them and collude to shut down any conversations about it, turning the U.S. into a one-party state. And then he also talks about the people in charge being afraid and resorting to force. He's absolutely right about that. One of the biggest problems with mainstream media and why a lot of people are gravitating toward YouTubers, literally just regular people who are turning on a camera and doing YouTube, is because people are tired of all of the media people sticking together and dictating things a certain way and being afraid to tell the truth. Everybody wants somebody that this is like the average American, in my opinion. I think the average American just wants somebody who's not going to be biased and is just going to tell the absolute truth of whether whatever's going on in the world or just overall how they feel. And I think that something can be learned. I think the mainstream media can actually learn something from Tucker Carlson's success and why a lot of people like him. And the one thing that I will say, I'll leave you guys off with this. One of the main reasons why I think that what happened with Tucker Carlson is a blessing in disguise is because he's actually leaving a dying industry. Mainstream media is dying. The viewership for ESPN and CNN and Fox News, all these huge media conglomerates, their viewership is going down. And who are they losing that viewership to? These Twitch streamers, these TikTokers, these YouTubers. They are losing viewership to independent media. Independent media is the new thing that is going to take over. That is what's next. So I don't know what Tucker Carlson's going to do. I don't know if he's going to go to another news network. I don't know if he's going to go over to Rumble. I don't know if he's just going to go ahead and do his own thing. I personally think he should do his own thing. But one thing that I do know is that Tucker Carlson is going to come out of this stronger and better than when he was with Fox News, because independent media is the new rising star on the block and traditional media is just going lower and lower. The only people that are watching traditional media these days are old people. It's a fact. The younger generation is watching YouTube. The younger generation is watching Twitch. The younger generation is watching TikTok. And if you want to reach these younger people, you've got to be bold. You've got to be honest. You've got to tell the truth. And you've got to do it in an independent way where you control the content, not CNN or Fox News or any of this bull crap. So it'll be very interesting to see what Tucker Carlson does. And yeah, those are pretty much my opinions on the whole thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.